Their tower is so much more beautiful than Joe Biden, Obama's ugly ass library. Obama's ugly ass library looks like a prison compared to Trump's tower. Look how big and beautiful his tower. What an excellent location his tower is in. Prime real estate, right on the riverfront. What a beautiful tower. Pretty soon we're gonna go check out Obama's ugly fucking library that looks like a freaking prison cell. Looks like a fucking it looks like the federal prison. Actually, the federal prison looks more inviting than Obama's library, from what I've seen. We're gonna go check it out in person soon. Here's that building we've been trying to get into. The doors have been locked. I haven't been able to get in. Sorry, we haven't gone in yet. Oh, by the way, the government's reopened. Side note. Yeah, look at Trump's big, beautiful tower. See how big and beautiful that is? It's on prime real estate. There's the Sears Tower. You got that in the same frame. Obama's library, though, is ugly as fuck. From what I heard, his ugly ass his library that looks like a prison ran out of funding. Hey, that would be a good spot. If any of the people that do the car meets, look, this Ozinga right up here by this place, that'd be a good spot to do a takeover. For drifting and shit, that'd be a prime spot right there by that Ozinga. We're about to come up on that immigration. Look how beautiful and clean it looks here now compared to when Joe Biden was in office. This place had garbage everywhere. Their garbage was even all on the streets over here. It was everywhere. It was like a big giant mess. They had garbage floating around this whole neighborhood. It was very dirty when Joe Biden had all them fucking illegals entering our country. Those illegal people, those criminals. If all them fucking wackos don't want to use the word, what is called illegal alien immigrants, let's call them criminals. Immigrant criminals. Let's call them that. I think that's a better name. Immigrant criminals. Oh, what's up, Packer Head 40, or Packer Head 13, what did you say? What a lovely day for a drive. Yes, it is. Wow, can't wait to see the Obama library. Yeah, it's a big, hideous, we're going to check it out, not today probably, but soon we're going to check it out. It's a big, hideous structure. If you ever seen the downtown prison in Chicago, the one that's, the federal prison that's in downtown Chicago, if any of you ever seen that, honestly, that looks like a nicer place to go with more windows and probably more natural light than Obama's freaking hideous fucking like prison looking library that probably they can't even finish because they ran out of funding. Now we're coming up on this. Look how clean it is. No garbage anywhere. If you go to some of my older videos when they had them fucking invaders living in here. Yeah, they got that tag there. And all this shit was tagged. I mean, it's still kind of tagged, but nowhere near as bad when the immigrants were here. Look how clean this is. No garbage anymore. You don't got people just laundering. There aren't cars parked anywhere. Fucking, they had all their cars parked over here. All them illegal people. Them invaders, let's call it what it is. They were invaders that were invading our country. Look how nice and clean it is here. I'm happy that ICE is finally leaving Chicago. They can handle the heat. I don't think they're leaving Chicago. Where'd you hear that? ICE has been in Chicago since Obama. So what are you talking about? Maybe so what? You're saying they're going? I don't know if I believe that. Look right here. Look at this shit. Look how clean it is and beautiful. Look at this. There's not people lingering. This building's vacant. Why can't we put our homeless American citizens in it? 1308 Elston Avenue. Look at this. They had this street packed with immigrants. Look how nice and clean it is. You have parking spaces now. There's not a bunch of gang members out everywhere Trende de Lagra. Ooh, there's the beautiful tower of the Sears Tower and the even more beautiful Trump Tower. Wait, whoops, that's not it. There's the more beautiful Trump Tower. I don't think ICE is exactly leaving Chicago. Let's see. Let's look that up. Let's see if this is fake news or real news. It's ICE leaving Chicago and Illinois. Is ICE no longer doing operations in Chicago? Can't find a direct answer. Leader Patrol stated to, hold on. ICE will remain. The leader is leaving. Wait. Border Patrol slated to leave Chicago. ICE will remain. Alright, let's see. Hold on. What is this bitch talking about? ICE is still gonna be here, you know. I don't think they're necessarily leaving. Let's see. From what I just read, let's see. Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bavoing and his team of agents are slated to leave Chicago to continue with the Department of Homeland Security. Officials have called an large mission in the United States. Multiple sources confirmed to news. Hold on. I know what you're talking about, you dumb bitch. It was unclear where the team would be headed after it leaves Chicago. The sources said Bovis is in a sworn deposition that he oversees more than 200 border agents. I mean, ICE is still going to be in Chicago, though. I mean, so let's see here. Let's continue reading. Chicago area reported more than 3,000 arrests in front of Operation Midway Blitz. The operation involved federal agencies. Man, custody linked to shots fired at Fed in Chicago. The date of Bovina's departure, reassignment of the Border Patrol agents is not yet to be determined. DHS has not confirmed the departure. So Department of Human Services officials did not confirm the departure and instead said the ongoing mission in Chicago will continue. In a ex-post wrote, "We aren't leaving Chicago." So ICE is not leaving Chicago. What are you talking about? Hit that one guy, Gregory, whatever, and his team are leaving Chicago. But they're still doing ICE operations in Chicago. Just the main guy and the main team, they're leaving. But they're still going to have ICE agents here deporting people, so you're wrong. It says it right here. Department Human Services officials did not confirm the departure and will instead said the ongoing mission in Chicago will continue. We aren't leaving Chicago, it says. McLaren, in response to multiple media outlets reporting Bovino's departure, that's the leader, he's leaving. The leader, the guy in charge is leaving. We're not going anywhere. We are here to stay. The Chicago people demand it. So what are you talking about, bro? You're wrong. I'm reading the facts right here. ICE ain't going nowhere. ICE is staying here. That team that's been doing Operation Midway Bliss, they are leaving, and Gregory Bovino. But the actual ICE agents, the other ICE agents, they're still going to be here going out and deporting people. So you're wrong. ICE is not leaving Chicago. Don't go spreading fake fucking news on my channel, bitch. ICE is staying, and they ain't going nowhere. Don't spread fake fucking news on my channel. I'm telling the facts on my channel. Gregory's leaving and his team. ICE agents and the ICE operations are staying in Chicago and they're continuing. So quit spreading fake news on my channel. I don't spread fake news. So hop your ass and spread that fake news with retards that believe it, like my aunt. Keep that fake news fucking out your mouth on my channel. Out your fingers typing on my channel. Take that fake news and go spread it somewhere else. ICE is not leaving their operations in Chicago. You are wrong, sir. To you, I say have a good day, and I just debunked your false statement. Don't go lying on my channel. Fucking ICE ain't going nowhere. ICE is staying, and they're keeping their operations going. Thank you, ICE. I appreciate you deporting these fucking jagoffs out of our fucking country. Well, let's read some of these. ICE on speed dial. I wish I had ICE on speed dial. Shit. If I had them on speed dial, they would have did part of the fucking, they would have go storm that fucking, Marine base on fucking, if I had ICE on speed dial, they haven't hit the fucking Foster Avenue Marine base, Marine Memorial by Foster in California. Yes, there's American citizens being housed in there, but they got the immigrants mixed in there with them across the whole shelters around Chicago. Them illegal aliens are fucking being mixed with our U.S. citizens. So you're wrong. Quit spreading lies. I'm happy that ICE is... They're not leaving Chicago, Josie6029. They are not leaving. Quit spreading fake news. You're wrong. ICE is not leaving. You can thank your mayor for the cleanup. Huh? I think y'all a little misinformed. I literally just read the facts. Yeah, them red light cameras are a bitch. Someone... I once read in a book... I'm not inciting anyone to do this. It was in a book I read. There were some people that went around Chicago and they spray painted fucking with a can of spray paint over where those cameras take them pictures, so it couldn't take people's license plates pictures. And anytime they came and changed out the lens, they went back with that spray paint in that book I read, and they sprayed out them fucking flashers, the eye lens that fucking take the pictures of the fucking red light bullshit. But ICE is not leaving Chicago. You are misinformed, sir. Josie6029 and Peckerhead13, you are both wrong. ICE is not leaving Chicago. Gregory, whatever, Babino or whatever his name is, he is leaving Chicago. And his immediate team is leaving. But there will still be ICE agents staying in Chicago, continuing their operations. So you are wrong. Don't go spreading that lies on here. ICE is not leaving Chicago. Again, I will repeat. ICE is not leaving Chicago. I just read you the news article and looked it up. Why don't you quit believing everything you read on Instagram and thinking that's true? Because it ain't. Stop being fooled by AI and fake posts on fucking Facebook and Instagram that are not true and made by either artificial intelligence or people trying to spread fake news. In the past, McLaurin wrote that since the start of Operation Midway Blitz, homicides have reported, okay, according to Chicago police, okay, no, because Bovino, who has remained the face, so Bovino, he is leaving. The ICE agents, the other ones, they're not. They're staying and they're just ending Midway Blitz, but they're still going around Chicago and Illinois finding these people to deport. So you are wrong, sir. Your correct statement should have been Gregory Bovino, the chief, and his immediate team are leaving. The rest of his team are staying and continuing their ICE operations in Chicago. Yeah, I seen those agents get shot at, and I saw them fucking push them right back. I think the person that shot at ICE fucked around and found out. I'm pretty sure they actually. I'm pretty sure they arrested the guy that shot at ICE too. So, stop believing fake news, bro. That guy that shot them people that shot at ICE, they're in fucking sitting in jail right now. So, like, where are you getting your fucking misleading facts from? I'm sorry, your misleading lies. Where are you getting your misleading lies from? Because you're wrong. Yeah, they shot. And you know how to know about where that person's at right now that shot at ICE? They're probably sitting in fucking federal jail right now. I don't know if Chicago police arrested them and they're in Cook County jail, or if the federal police arrested them and they're in federal prison jail. But them people that did that stupid shit, their asses are gonna fucking fuck around, and now they found out sitting in a jail cell. And they shot at them. They didn't even fucking hit them. So, you did all that just to go lose years of your life to go to prison? ICE agents will remain continuing operations in Chicago. You are wrong. ICE isn't scared? What are you talking about? You know Gregory Bovino, the leader of ICE, Trump put him in charge, or whoever, they put him in charge. He's in charge of the whole country right now. Every single ICE department around the fucking United States. ICE has been around since Obama, bro. Obama deported 3 million people. Trump's deported 300,000. Where was your anger back when Obama was deporting 3 million people? Where was that anger back then, huh? Where was that? Oh my God, he's so horrible. He deported 3 million motherfucking people. Trump's between both terms, between this term and the last term, fucking Trump's only at 300,000. 300,000. Obama 3 million between his two terms. So why don't you get your facts straight? Fuck. Which way can I go to get on this? I gotta make a left here. Actually, we might end up passing by Obama's ugly ass library.
In 500 feet, turn right. Turn right. Then, turn left.
That's never coming back. It's like you've already lost the ability to ever have a normal election. No, you haven't. How have we lost the ability to have a normal election? If anything, Trump's making it better because he doesn't want to do fake ass fucking mail-in ballots that causes cheating, and that's probably how fucking that ass motherfucker in New York won. Like, you people are really misinformed, man. Where you heard too far down, you can't climb back up. What are you talking about? That's what I do. Trump Stein. What do you do, Trump Stein? I don't even know what goofy shit you're talking about. What do you do, Trump Stein? Please explain. Adam Dash Job. What if they don't declare some sort of emergency and not let you vote? That's not going to happen. Man, you're as stupid as my aunt. There ain't going to be that ain't going to happen. Man, you should go hang out with them No Kings retards. If Trump was a king, did you see that video I had of fucking, what do you call it? Of a fucking, what do you call it? Of, damn it, I lost my train of thought. what they should have did NASCAR on? They should have did the NASCAR race where it came down Lakeshore Drive, took Lakeshore Drive to 55, took 55 to 90, and then looped around back into Lakeshore Drive, coming somewhere like maybe took 290 back in, and then or like somehow made like NASCAR like come up a street like behind me and come down Lakeshore Drive. That would have been a badass race. He is not a king, he's a clown. Tell them Miller run shit. Who the fuck is Miller? He's already talked about it. That's if you don't have the clear. Where are you? Hey, you probably were watching an AI video. That ain't gonna happen. They do not plan on letting go. Who doesn't plan on letting go? Did you ask who Miller is? Miller who? Yeah. Miller Lite? The beer? Miller what? Look at it. Hey, I got this video. Check out this freaky video. Look. Watch that on my channel. That's what it... Man, that was freaky. That was in Portland. Who is Miller? Miller who? There's a lot of Millers in government. Which Miller are you referring to? Elaborate. Please elaborate which Miller you are referring to. Stephen Miller and Peter Tellum. Okay, so what about them? What do they say? What about them? Here. I got a little something for you. Let's see about the shooting.
Here he come.
I ain't running no ads, fuck you. Here, let's listen to some facts.
The Homeland Security Department is confirming an illegal immigrant is in custody after allegedly shooting up Border Patrol agents in Chicago.
He's in custody, I told
That
ya.
suspect is no
He
stranger.
fucked around
to law
and found out.
enforcement either. DHS says he's previously been convicted for aggravated unlawful
Here's your
use of a
shooter.
weapon and vehicle. felony
Sounds like he
possession
fucked
of a
around and
weapon
found out and he's
illegal
gonna sit in
entry.
a jail cell
Border
for a
Patrol
long,
Chief
long
Greg
time.
Bovino.
This individual should have never been walking the streets of This is it with a J.B. Pritzker or a Mayor Johnson and that crazy rhetoric. This individual should not have been in this country. So the fact that he has re-violated again and still has a firearm is concerning to us in law enforcement.
In the chaos after that shooting, protesters turned violent, attacking and ramming Border Patrol vehicles with other cars.
I ain't afraid.
Focus Now, Todd Lyons, acting ICE director. I tell you, the chapter after chapter of this gets increasingly worse. What is happening on the ground right now?
I think Midway Blitz is coming to an
worse.
end.
That's the
ICE
hard
operations are
part for us,
continuing.
is because we can plan for every contingency, but now we have people actively shooting at the men and women of ICE, the men and women of Border Patrol.
And they're going to come back even harder.
To the Chief's point, this rhetoric is just ramping
He
up.
fucked
and it's
around
not
and
cutting
found
back. You have
out,
a
and now he's
shooting.
going to spend
And
probably
then
20 to 30
people are
years in prison.
upset
It's
that
not a
they
life
missed the Border Patrol, and
sentence.
now they're going to start throwing rocks and paint cans and rioting. It's absolutely ridiculous what's
He
going on.
fucked around, and now he's
So
going to
what
find
are
out
you
he's going to
allowed
spend the
to
next
do
30 years
legally?
of his
Because it
life to
seems like
life
with
in
every step,
prison.
we just showed a clip from the border chief who's leading Operation Midway Blitz in Chicago, Greg Bovino, and he's faced some legality against him trying to defend himself and other ICE agents in an altercation a few weeks ago. And so what is the ground that you stand on now that says we'll hold it?
You know, Harris, I think the big thing is that we keep doing our mission. We keep going out there every day, right? We're not going to be stopped by these anarchists that pretty much, right? These violent protesters that are protesting a law
I
enforcement
know
mission.
this guy.
And we're, but you know, at the
He
same
goes to
time,
the
the men
car
and women of
meets.
ICE, men and women of Border Patrol, our other federal partners, they're going to defend
I've
themselves.
definitely seen
You know,
it
we're
before.
running into a deadly force situation now. Someone's ramming a vehicle into a car. Someone's taking shots at officers. That's something no law enforcement officer wants to have to deal with. But we still have to do our mission, but we have to protect ourselves.
Yeah, I wrote that down, running into a deadly force situation. I've heard you say that about the vehicles, but now you're talking about gunshots and all sorts of violence that's out there.
And that's what's going to bring
I know
the National
ICE has said
Guard
it's
to
arrested
Chicago.
more than 1,500 illegal aliens in the
Good.
Houston area, and the ICE field director there says the 10-day operation took the worst of the worst off the streets. So that is progress. Criminals who gave residents, quote, the nightmares and PTSD that come with being a victim of violent crime. That's a quote. Among those arrested, child predators with prior convictions
get
for
them
violence
pedos.
and sexual offenses.
You like pedos?
And
You don't
some
want-
of
you want-
them had been previously
You want
deported.
pedophiles in our country?
How do you even
Alien
speak to the big
pedophiles at
job
that?
that you have to do? And you are doing it, but there's so much of it at this point. Are you finding more, or is this what you anticipated?
You know, we knew that there were so many criminal illegal aliens out there. We knew we were going to have a big task ahead of us. But really, honestly, Secretary Noem has given us all the resources that we need. Our federal partners are stepping up. Yeah, we're going to complete the president's mission. You know, one thing,
Thank you,
Harris,
ICE.
you talked about those ones we arrested.
Picking up where we left off.
There's one gentleman in there that was wanted for murder in his home country and was convicted of impregnating his own sister here in the United States.
What the
so,
fuck?
you know,
Sicko.
law enforcement, like in Texas, the Texas government, they want to help us. They helped us during this 10-day operation. And look, 10 days, we got over 1,500
Fucking
criminal aliens off
pedophiles
the street.
fucking his
So when
sister?
we do have elected officials or this violent rhetoric that says we're not out arresting the worst of the worst, I tell them to look at Texas. Look at what True Partnership did. We got the worst of the worst off the street with the help of state, local, and other federal partners.
And
Acting Director
innocent
Lyons,
immigrants
you're
that are
talking about
illegally here
Texas,
that
and
get
they are
targeted
open
like
to
in
working
Illinois
with
and
ICE.
Chicago.
What about those territories in our nation which are not? And I call them, well, they are territories basically. They're operating rather wildly by not wanting to get the worst of the worst.
Obama's library. Oh, cool. We're going to pass Obama's library on our route.
I mean, how bad is it where they are that they fight back against you to get those people out?
You know, it really is sad, right? You point out sanctuary jurisdictions. You look at Massachusetts. You look at a city like Boston. You look at New York City, the state of New York.
Non-sanctuary
I don't
cities,
understand
no
the
collateral
law enforcement
immigrant
agencies
damage.
or to elected officials and say, hey, look at our success. Look at aliens, these violent predators we can take off your street. But they want to hide and harbor these illegal aliens, number one, that aren't supposed to be here in the first place,
Damn
that
right.
have committed heinous crimes. Yet they want to stand beside them. You almost want to say you've lost all hope for those regions, but ICE is going to continue to do our mission. If they don't want to help us, we say thank you, but we're going to go ahead and rid those criminal illegal aliens from those neighborhoods.
Well, and I know the border czar, Tom Homan, has said that other crimes get solved when ICE comes into those communities because they don't have to focus on the worst of the worst. You are doing
Right.
that part of the
And
job,
there's no
so that
collateral
makes
damage
entire
of
communities
immigrants who
better.
are just living
I
their
want to
life
bring you
in
back.
Chicago.
I thank you so very much.
I didn't want to be in the same situation as my parents.
Meet Leela. Her story is so worthy of being heard that we made it into a book.
Young Leela grew up seeing her stomping out financial fires.
So you're wrong. There's your true news, Mr. Fake News Spreader.
So 8 Senate Democrats breaking rank vote.
9:30 here in New York, 8:30 in Chicago, where an illegal immigrant now in custody for allegedly firing shots at Border Patrol agents over the
Just
weekend.
stay
The
distracted.
feds say
The
he's an illegal
shooting
alien out of Mexico
is
with a
almost
long criminal
complete.
history.
Dude's in
Mike
jail.
Cohen's got more on that. This time yesterday, we had no idea where this guy was. Mike,
How
good
the
morning
hell
to
do you not know who people are?
Yeah, they say they got the headline in the Chicago Tribune this morning, Bill, is that Border Patrol is...
I'm not
soon going to be
distracted. I'm
leaving,
focused on the
Chicago.
facts.
I spoke with
You're
Chief
focused
Rubino
on
this morning.
AI
He walked back
lies.
that headline a bit, saying the fact that he may leave Chicago soon is possible and likely, but final plans are not concrete. And the very fact that future operations showed up in the headline of a newspaper could change things. Does not mean that
You're
the enhanced
wrong.
immigration
Ha, ha.
enforcement named Operation Midway Blitz is over. Border Patrol will
Yes,
maintain a
Midway
presence
Blitz
in
is
Chicago for
over,
a long
but
time, he says. And ICE
there's
is a
still
separate
continuing
entity under the Department of
deportations.
Homeland Security. ICE has a permanent presence in Chicago, and according to
Damn,
DHS,
permanent
is not
presence in
changing
Chicago.
costs.
Do you
What
hear
has
that?
changed, according to Border Patrol,
Liar,
is the environment
you,
in
on
which
my
they work.
channel.
Border Patrol and DHS blame the rhetoric coming from Illinois leaders, calling them everything from barbarians to Nazis for the fact that
Hell
the
yeah.
regular mob, civilian cars chased them down and rammed their vehicles, and on Saturday,
Do that
they
to a
took them
Chicago police car. Fucking.
Vehicle rammings, physical assaults, now gunshots,
I guarantee you it
bricks
won't
being
end-
thrown
end
from
well
roofs, and that type of thing. That's got to stop. That violent rhetoric, that word liar, that word barbarian, and that word
You tell
Nazi.
him, Gregory
That has to
Bovino.
stop. If it doesn't, as Tom Homan said, there's going to be bloodshed.
Now, Tricia McLaughlin with DHS put out a statement today that they're not leaving Chicago. And noted that
They're
since the
not
start of
leaving
Midway
Chicago,
Blitz,
you hear that?
homicides are down 16%,
Midway Blitz
shootings are down
operation is over.
35%,
They're
robberies
just gonna
down
call their
41%,
operation something
carjackings down
else.
48%, transit crime down 20%. And if you look at the numbers from the mayor's own dashboard, they're even more dramatic. Gary McCarthy is a former police superintendent here in Chicago, and he told me that the bellwether for how crime impacts the average citizen is robbery. And if you look at the mayor's own numbers, robberies are down 44%.
Wow. Okay, big change there, Mike. Thank you, sir. Winter come soon. Thank you.
Let's bring in Rob Matiello. He's a senior advisor with Customs and Border Protection. Can we talk about those numbers real quickly? The proof is in the pudding. If the numbers are down by that much, robberies down 44% seems significant, and that the citizens would be benefited.
100%. You cannot replace boots on the ground. More cops arresting more criminals across the city, including the federal response, CBP officers, Border Patrol agents, ICE officials out
That's a
there
nice
doing
blue
their
caddy.
job, protecting the city, despite the political
I like that
rhetoric and
blue.
despite the violence that they're actually facing. It's going to lower crime because you have more cops on the road.
ICE ain't
I want
going
to play
nowhere,
two
buddy.
things for you. One is from an alderman in Chicago, and the other is from Mayor Johnson. I'm going to play these back to back. Mayor Johnson came to the United Nations Human Rights Council to plead his case
My
about ICE.
brother
Let's start with
is
Alderman Michael Rodriguez here.
Eating all the genocide.
We're gonna have places like this. The ICE is causing all sorts of mayhem in the neighborhood. We want everyone to stay safe. They're doing things that are
failed. You failed. You were wrong.
illegal. They're causing fear and mayhem in our communities, and that's unacceptable.
Chicago, we live with the consequences of that moral failure every day. Families torn apart by immigration raids that are
shut up, you
daycare
fucking
teachers,
retard.
ride-share drivers.
Yeah, because
and
you're not
restaurant
cooperating with ICE, so you're
Honest,
forcing the
hardworking,
innocent
law-abiding
illegal immigrants to
who
get
contribute
targeted.
to the soul of Chicago, who literally make our city run.
How do you respond to that?
Well, if the city was well run, they wouldn't have $1 billion deficit.
True that, $1 billion deficit in
They
Chicago.
spend $17 billion.
With all that money they spend on them
You see that they don't
illegals.
spend it on controlling crime. Mayor Johnson and the councilman that was just there, they could easily pass a law to cooperate directly with ICE. What would that mean? That would mean anybody that was arrested in Chicago for crimes who was also in the country illegally could be put on a path for removal. That would lower the activity necessary for our officers to go out on the street and arrest the people at large. They can reduce that problem if it is a problem. Enforcing the law with federal authority. If that's a problem for them, they can take those people out of the jail. The city can change that in a minute.
You hear that? That's why the innocent are getting targeted. They used to let ICE go into jail when Obama was president. ICE could go in Cook County Jail when he deported those 3 million people.
President Biden, for a chaotic border, thousands of millions of people probably came to the state of Illinois and into
ICE
the
used
city.
to go into
They were
Cook County
sleeping on
Jail
the
and just
floor
deport them right
in
from there.
Police stations and airport terminals. It was a total disaster.
I know you
And
remember.
actually, what the mayor's asking for, what that councilman is asking for, is more of that same chaos. And what the President Trump is doing, what Kristi Noem is doing, what the ICE officers are doing, they're trying to protect that city despite the political rhetoric that they're facing.
Ron, what do you know about this suggestion that Customs and Border Protection will be leaving Chicago and being deployed elsewhere?
This mission will continue. We will continue to have a prioritization for getting worst of the worst out of every
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
in the United States. And if they're going to take a break out of Chicago, or if they're going to do use different tactics, the mission will continue.
Hell
at every
yeah,
level.
mission will continue.
All right, Ron.
It's just not going to be called Midway Blitz.
The last thing I would ask you is, do you know about the morale of the officers?
Well, it's up. You can look at applications to the website to take the Border Patrol exam. ICE is doing record numbers in recruiting and hiring. We are doing the same here at BP. Morale is off the charts because they know they have someone in the Oval Office that has the
Head southwest.
leadership at the department that wants them to succeed. They've been given the tools by the executive.
In 300 feet, turn right. Turn right.
As well as resources from Congress and the one big beautiful bill, as the president says, and we're going to continue to deploy those resources to protect the homeland and make American cities safe.
Ron, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We'll follow this story and especially those crime stats. Thank you.
Thank you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
This was
You won't get it
convenient.
anywhere else.
Kill two birds with one stone. Oh my God, look at that hideous structure. It looks like a jail cell. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that hideous structure? Ew. It looks like a fucking prison.
Just switched it on.
Look at that hideous structure. See that shit?
Auto Earn turns on weekly rewards for the crypto.
Hideous that thing is.
No lockups. Keep your crypto accessible. Trade.
Oh my God, is that ugly?
Auto Earn does the work. So
They can't even finish the construction on it because they ran out of money. Look at that. It looks like a jail cell. Looks like a prison. Fucking the federal prison in downtown Chicago looks more inviting than that place.
Turn left.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see you on this.
He ran out of money. That's why he can't finish
We are
it.
now on day 35 of the Democrat government shutdown. The Democrats' obstructionism will break the record for the longest government shutdown in American history tonight.
Like, subscribe, share,
the
thumbs
Democrats
up.
are intentionally hurting American families, workers, and businesses with this shutdown.
Look at that hideous structure. How ugly is that? It looks like a prison.
To appease their radical left-wing base, and it's a total disgrace. This past weekend, Americans traveling to weddings, funerals, vacations, and meetings faced significant flight disruptions at airports across the country because of staffing shortages. On Sunday alone, more than 5,000
Head north.
to and from U.S. airports.
Look at that hideous structure.
Since the Democrat shutdown began, 4 times
How
as
ugly
many
is that? That looks like a
staffing
freaking
shortages have
prison.
been reported at air traffic control facilities compared to
The federal prison downtown looks better than that ugly ass shit.
Past 3 hours at Houston.
And he ran out of money. That's why he can't finish it.
With some passengers enduring.
That's why there's no one there working right now, because he ran out of money to fucking build it. Trump's Tower, way more beautiful, and then it's in way more of a prime location than that hideous structure.
13,000 air traffic controllers are continuing to work without pay. Because of the Democrats, these men and women who keep our airspaces.
What do you mean he's eating genocide?
Will miss a second.
That building's fucking hideous. You can't even think that building looks good. That building's fucking hideous. Take a U-turn.
Let me be clear to our incredible air traffic controllers across the country. President Trump and Republicans want you to get your paychecks. They want you to be paid. Please call on your Democrat senators and tell them to side with President Trump and Republicans to vote to reopen.
What a hideous structure.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
The 4 largest airlines, United, Delta, American, and Southwest, have now all endorsed the Republican nonpartisan
What a hideous structure that
funding
is.
bill to end the government
How
shutdown.
ugly is that? It looks like a freaking prison. It's even got a little tiny prison wall.
Also joined the airlines in
The
calling
fucking
on
federal
Democrats
prison in
to
downtown
pass the
Chicago
clean
has more
nonpartisan
windows than that ugly
The
ass
travel
structure.
industry is also imploring Democrats to end the shutdown and reopen the government.
It's fucking
500
hideous.
companies and groups in the travel business, including casinos.
Looks scary. It looks like
hotels,
somewhere
and
like you go
convention
into and you
bureaus
never
signed a public
leave.
letter warning that American
Look at that
travel
old ass Cadillac
has
down
already
there.
lost $4 billion due to this Democrat shutdown, and they have called
Hey, I'm here.
for the Republican CR to be passed, saying Americans expect and deserve a fully functioning federal government during the peak holiday travel season. Never before have we seen private industry and union leadership so unified on the same issue, rallying behind Republicans in such a vocal way. The Democrats have completely lost the plot. They are endangering the safety, prosperity, and livelihoods of millions of Americans.
Turn right.
This is a construction project that'll never get
They
finished.
did 13 times under Joe Biden and passed the clean funding bill extension. All we need are 5
Look at that
Democrats
hideous structure.
Yeah,
How ugly. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up if you agree. Comment ugly if you think Trump's Tower is way more beautiful than that hideous structure.
That's a spot. Putting castor oil on your stomach, wrapping it up with a warm compress, it feels nice. It warms the area, but that's really
Drinking apple cider vinegar every day.
That's a myth. It's great on a salad. It helps some people with heartburn. It might improve blood sugar just a little bit, but it does not flush out out. Juice, drinking only juice, it's basically like training your body to hold on to fat. It floods your system.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
Jars your liver with protein and fat.
Coffee and eats.
Coffee belongs in your cup, not in your rectum. It can damage healthy gut bacteria, damage your colon. Coffee is good for your heart.
Turn left. Then, turn right.
That's what you should drink.
Activated charcoal.
And that's an old Cadillac Eldorado in front of me.
Turn right. Then, your destination will be on the left.
It binds to and then it flushes out substances from your intestines. not for the liver.
DIY liver flushes.
What I have to say about these liver flushes is going to take a little longer than 60 seconds, but everyone needs to know this. Here we have in this jar.
Your destination is on the left.
As you're stuck.
Hey girl, what are you gonna
Now, I'm
sleeping?
going to add some olive oil.
You're gonna go to sleep for that when I get you out there.
So now I'm going to add equal parts lemon juice and start to stir it up. Now just imagine this is in your stomach, all that oily and acidic combination. It's going to start to slosh around in there for a while. Then it's going to empty into your small intestine where the acid is going to get.
Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. We finally saw Obama's prison library. Come on, Barry, wanna go for a walk?